Today we're watching a football match between two of the most different teams in Scotland. It's a league match, so how different can two teams in the same league really be? They do have one or two weirdly coincidental similarities, but generally speaking, the two teams that we'll be watching today are very, very different from each other. Today we are watching Caledonian Braves against Clydebank, and their names are kind of similar. You got Caledonian Braves, CB, Clydebank, I know it's all one word, CB. That is one kind of little similarity that I have seen. And another similarity, obviously they're in the same league. They're in the Lowland League, which is where we're watching today's game. But their roots in getting to the Lowland League in 2025, their histories in terms of hundreds of years of football that's been played in this country, to be where we are today in 2025 with these two teams meeting, couldn't have been any different for both of them. That was a bit of a mouthful for me to get out, but anyway, there's somewhere legendary that I need to take you before today's game, which is very relevant to the away fans of Clydebank who are coming to where Caledonian Braves actually play, and I'm sure that a lot of the Clydebank fans coming to today's game will be going to where I'm going to take you just now. Here is the famous statue of Davy Cooper, taken too young at just 39 years old, but look, where his statue is in his hometown of Hamilton, he gets to watch football. Yeah, there's football pitches all throughout there, so even in his memory, his statue here can at least watch the football. I think that's a nice little poignant touch to the statue here of Davy Cooper. And it would be wrong for me today not to visit Davy Cooper on the day that Clydebank come to town. Just a couple of minutes up that way, a couple of minute drive, about a 20-minute walk is where Clydebank will be playing their football today against Caledonian Braves. He actually started and ended at Clydebank. Clydebank do have a really tumultuous history, but probably one of their greatest achievements is helping Davy Cooper become the player that he was. He was a young player. I don't think he'd ever played like senior football. He was playing in Hamilton. Clydebank heard he was available, picked him up, and then obviously what he went on to achieve at Rangers and Motherwell and stuff. I often ask a lot of Rangers fans when I go to Ibrox, who is the best player that you've ever seen live play for Rangers? And some of them, depending on what age they are, will say like Slim Jim Baxter or John Gregg maybe for the legendary status that he has. But a lot of them say Davy Cooper, maybe Brian Laudrup, maybe Paul Gascoigne. But the fact that he is mentioned around those names that I just mentioned there just goes to show like what a legend he is at Ibrox still. Taken too young, like I say, at just 39 years old, but remembered here in his hometown of Hamilton and by Clydebank fans and by Rangers fans and by Motherwell fans as well. So Clydebank are coming to town. It is Strathclyde Country Park, which is where Alliance Park is, which is where Cali Braves play, which we're about to go to now. So yeah, Davy Cooper, football statue ticked off. Whilst Clydebank are fan-owned due to issues with other editions of the club, Cali Braves have a very unique fan investment structure that allows people from all around the world to get involved with the football club. Cali Braves were founded in 2011 as EduSport Academy. It was a football academy for young French players to come over to Scotland, study, but also play football. They changed their name in 2019 to the club we know today, and even the name was something that the fans voted on. You can look into the Clydebank history for yourself, but there's been loads and loads of versions of the club dating back as far as 1888. We've covered them a lot. There's loads of different situations that they've been involved with that you just feel for the fans at the end of the day. But the current Phoenix version, Clydebank FC, that we're watching today, were formed in 2003. And they're in a good position, top of the Lowland League, and just one league away from Football League football again. So Cali Braves and Clydebank both have quite unique ownership models for completely different reasons and with completely different histories bringing them to this point.
Aye, we're going well. I think it's been a good first half of the campaign. We've just ticked over the halfway mark, 18 games now, so a lot of learning for us, I think, in terms of the league and the opposition and some of the coaching styles. So it's been a real learning curve for us, but no, we've done okay. I think we still think we've got improvements to make.
And is it more important than ever to win this league this year and try and get promoted to the SPFL this season because of the split that's happening next year? Obviously there'll be more teams going for that one spot next season.
Yeah, I don't know if it's more important. I think, we obviously, the first thing was when we came up last year was to come up and be competitive and do ourselves justice and show we're a good side. I think we've done that so far, whatever happens. So no, listen, we're not getting too overexcited just yet. We're not even at Christmas yet, but we're obviously in a good position, there's no denying that. So we just want to keep building on that, and we'll see where we land come May.
And so how long have you been Clydebank manager now?
So I was 6 years in September just passed.
Oh, okay, so you've seen them rise obviously through your leadership for quite a while now. How is it managing a team like Clydebank? Because of the history, you must feel a good weight of responsibility.
No, it's amazing. Obviously I kind of knew I knew a lot about the club size and the expectation of the fan base. You know, I played at a club for 3 seasons, so I knew all that already, and I know the expectation of the fans. You know, it's regardless of where you're at that moment in time, the expectation, particularly at home, is to win. So I think we lost the first couple of seasons pretty much through COVID. So then we've gradually had 4 full seasons of sort of building. It's been amazing. You know, I think with a couple of 4th places in the West, and you know, trying to find how we can take that next step. And obviously we've done that last year, and you know, now we're up a level, we're at tier 5, and it's trying to fight our way to tier 4. You know, whether that takes 1 year, 5 years, that'll be the next goal.
Today you're playing Cali Braves, who are a fairly new club, and you've got Clydebank, who obviously reformed quite a lot but have a really old history, so it's quite interesting today, the match-up, isn't it? Yeah,
the dynamics are great. You know, like you say, you've got clubs like Cali Braves who have sort of came at it in a different way, and you know, everybody's here in their own right, and it's good. You know, it's been really good for us. It's been interesting playing against different opposition, and next year will probably be interesting again. If we're not fortunate enough to take the next step this year, then you know, you've got teams that we were playing against
coming back into it,
into the mix, and it's interesting. You know, so no, we've loved it. Loved being in this division so far.
Oh, I'm actually really excited to see a game here today. So I've tried to come to a game here already this season, but when I came, the pitch was being relayed, which you may be able to see the pitch is looking nice and green, but also has these blue lines in it, which I think might stop them from getting the next level license that they'd need. So I don't think this would be an SPFL ready stadium. So if they were to go up Cali Braves, I think they'd probably have to ground share elsewhere. Anyway, part of the reason that I really wanted to come to this game today was that I've never seen a game here before, and once I've seen a game here, there'll only be 2 more stadiums left in the Lowland League for me to visit in its current format. Ground hoppers, any of you out there, if you're close to completing the Lowland League, then you have to get it done this season, because next season is splitting and the Lowland League, covering just the south of Scotland, will be no more. So it is your last chance ever to complete this league, and I'm going to have to do it this season. Mark, why do you come and support Cali Braves?
I just started coming down a couple of years ago, a wee bit fed up of the professional game. You know, VAR, the prices of the football, you know, travelling away, costs hundreds of pounds, thousands of pounds a season, and the quality of the football in Scotland's not worth it.
And would you say it's been an enjoyable experience coming to this level?
Definitely, you know, I'd encourage a lot more people to do it. There's nothing up with having your main professional team, but some people can't afford the £400–500 a season price tag, maybe more if you support one of the bigger clubs, Celtic, Rangers, Hearts, whoever it might be. Yeah. But again, you've got to come and experience it. You could put your headphones in, listen to sports sound or the Super Scoreboard, some of the guys, and still come down and enjoy it.
Exactly, yeah.
Enjoy your Saturday.
And so what do you make of the match-up today? Because Cali Braves, fairly new club in their own right. Clydebank are weirdly a new club in their own right, but have a big history of defunct clubs and coming back and stuff, so...
Clydebank, as you say, their fans will always say they've got a proud history, and quite rightly so. You know, there's other teams will say the same.
You as a Motherwell fan probably remember playing Clydebank back in the day, but now they're obviously playing here at Cali Braves, so it's quite the change for their fans, I'm sure.
But, you know, it shows you how big they are. Back in January they played Hibs and took over 2,000 fans.
Yeah, and there's a massive queue of them already waiting here.
Queue waiting to come in. But the Braves have obviously, as I say, they're about 7 years old, 8 years old now. They've got their big dreams, and people say, oh, they're more American or whatever. But like it as a Scottish thing, people don't like change.
The aim of the club is to get as high as what we can, and I don't see us getting... I see us getting out of this league and getting ourselves up into the 2nd division and holding our own.
Yeah, okay, yeah. And you've got a great fan base. Look at all this.
Yeah,
these are all away fans turning up today, isn't it?
We played Lithgow a couple of weeks ago, and there was nearly 1,100 people there at Home Park in Clydebank. Yeah, so amazing. That was really good to see.
Unbelievable, yeah. And so how is it coming to new grounds for you?
It's an eye-opener, to be honest, coming to see clubs like this, who are obviously fledgling clubs, and they're trying to obviously better themselves. But I mean, we were there at one point in time, but
I suppose you've seen it all, haven't you? You've come right from the very bottom, trying to get back to the top, and you've been literally to the top division.
Top up Premier Division, playing Celtic, Rangers, Hearts, Motherwell, all these big teams.
Yeah.
Going to Celtic Park was quite a thing.
But would you have it any other way, being a Clydebank fan?
No. Now we're a totally whole fan-owned club. We can't be bought by one individual putting... Say I won the lottery, I would put money into it, but I wouldn't have any say.
Ethan, you're a Cali Braves fan.
Yeah.
Why did you start to support Cali Braves?
It was funny, this team, who are my local team from my primary school, obviously in high school now, came down to our school, and they basically, they were introducing themselves. They were like, we play down here, we're a small team, we're the youngest team in Scotland, but we have big ambitions. So I thought, okay, this is quite interesting. So I went down here, I think it was 2022,
Okay.
and we got beat off of Trinent, and then
It's amazing you started coming back, really.
yeah,
After that.
and then it was like a year ago, I'd seen that they were done this, obviously, the trust fund was like with the 8,000 owners that came, and I thought, okay, this is quite interesting, I want to see how this team are, and I went down with some of my friends, with my dad, and then I started supporting from there.
Quite unique that the biggest roar of the day has come from the away fans. Obviously with Cali Braves, their ownership model and where they're from, they don't have a massive amount of fans that come to the games compared to an old classic team like Clydebank. So there you go, more Clydebank, more away fans here than home fans today, but teams are out.
Officials too, just doing their final checks. Enjoy the first half.
It's a penalty! Let it go, let it go, let it go. That was good!
There you go, top of the league. Clydebank losing here. Here we go, half time, and Cali Braves do lead Clydebank 1-0 despite Clydebank's history and massive fan base. They are losing here today. You know me, I can't watch both halves from the same place, so I'll watch the second half from the other side. Just generally speaking, how have you enjoyed life in the Lowland League so far?
Love it. I think every game's difficult, you know.
And it's different as well. I thought you were going to say different as well as difficult. It is
yeah,
difficult.
No,
it's different
I
as well,
mean,
isn't
it's different, but you know, every game that we play's been a hard struggle, you know, and we're a good team.
Yeah, of course.
You know, we've had some good results, but
You're a historic team as well, and you've obviously played a lot of teams, so I think this is your first ever game here, probably, isn't it? Particularly competitive game.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I've never been here before anyway.
So that must be part of the fun of coming back through the divisions, is going to places you've never been.
Yeah, I'm not a great lover of cages, right enough, you know, it's a bit soulless. You know,
compared to some of the old classic grounds.
Yeah.
But you would always see Clydebank as a league club. You think you'll be back up there soon?
I hope so, you know, I really think we need to do it this year.
And have you supported them all throughout the name changes and up and down? And
I've been a Banky supporter since I was 3. My granddad played for Clydebank Juniors. So,
oh wow, okay,
you
nice.
know, so he got me a season ticket all the time.
Here we go, mate. Second half has commenced from a Cali Braves perspective. What have you made of it? Speaking of which, they could score it. Good defending.
It's been decent so far that they're 1-up, but Clydebank have had the majority of the play. They've probably squandered a few decent opportunities and goal scoring, good dangerous opportunities, but we'll take the lead.
Would you say this is one of the biggest games that Cali Braves have ever played, playing a league match against Clydebank, both doing fairly well in the league, the amount of fans that are here?
I would say between that and East Kilbride and Lithgow last season,
Oh, okay.
you know,
Yeah. But this is, like I say, this has got to be up there for one of the biggest games.
This is definitely up there. It's
Nice.
the biggest crowd I've seen here.
Cool.
Other than when they were in the Phoenix Trophy last season.
Oh yeah, Phoenix Trophy.
Again, it opens eyeballs on the whole league and things. And
and they've just scored right in front of us.
Son,
2-0 Cali Braves, a good little goal as well.
great,
Cross
big
in.
defender.
Clydebank haven't switched on yet, have they?
Greg started off as a midfielder. He's now in defence, but there you go.
Penalty Clydebank. What's going on? Yellow card to Cali Braves and a pen to Clydebank.
Come on, Bernie.
Yes! Come on! Fucking hell, put it there, come on!
Decent pen, to be fair, wasn't it? Straight in the corner.
Really well.
Yeah, 2-1. Game on now. Nervous? No? No? You?
We just need.
Sounds like you're a little bit more nervous.
We just need to see if we still keep on the front foot.
Pull back.
Yes! Come on, Mark! Yes, Mark!
What a game for the neutrals so far. 3-1 Cali Braves now. Are you happy with that?
Very happy. Much happy. I said there, if we just kept on the front foot and just stay calm, we could have went out. Oh, unlucky Lenny!
I'm fucking very good! It's one of our team!
Chance.
Yes!
Absolutely destroyed him in the second half. I wonder what Ricky Waddle said at half time.
It'll be a completely second
Wow.
half. I knew it.
What a performance.
Wow.
They've been unbelievable up here. It's been the best place to stand as well.
Yeah.
I've seen all the goals down there
Second
now,
half.
yeah.
It's not a corner. It's definitely a corner.
Happy with that?
Very happy.
Chris, it was a big day today for Cali Braves. A great win against such a big team historically like Clydebank must make you as the owner very, very proud.
Brilliant, yeah, it was a great result, boys done fantastic. It was a tight game, to be fair, you know, I mean the scoreline maybe don't suggest that, but I was up actually doing co-columns in the Tower of Doom, we call it. We're really proud of the guys, you know, they stuck to the task. Obviously had a game plan and it worked well for us, you know, and that's probably a really unfamiliar position that Clydebank are in today. They won't get beat 4-1 very often, so a great result for us. Again, a little bit frustrating at times because the boys show what they can actually do, you know, so just looking maybe for a wee bit of consistency. And now the challenge I would put to the players is, can you now go on and win the next 2, 3, 4, 5 games, you know?
And so you think you can still go on and win the league this year? Is that still the ambition to try and get up this season? If you can?
Of course, the ambition's there, of course, it is, otherwise why do we get
And you still believe it at this stage?
You have to. I think when you have if we go and lose today, maybe you're asking yourself questions, but I think if we can go and put on that performance and we can get some consistency and crack on, as we say, then why not? It's a tight league.
Felt like a pivotal game for you today then?
Yeah. It's against a really good team, you know. That was a real challenge and a bit of a statement of intent, I think, today, hopefully.
Yeah, and a historically big team as well, and two very different clubs with very different histories, but coming up against each other today.
100%. You know, and it's a really good club, actually, to be honest. I was speaking to the chairperson, you know, Grace, who's like I think one of the few women chair people.
Yeah, I've met Grace before. Yeah,
she's great, man. You know, and it's good to see her. It's refreshing. And I've always been a big fan of Clydebank myself. I actually used to play for them back in 1999.
There you go. Nice. Yeah, so a nice little full circle moment for you as your team now beats them.
And I'll tell you what, it's good to see so many fans here. You know, for me it's a real football club. You know, good community club, good fans. They come in their numbers, and they've been a great addition to the Lowland League, that's for sure.